everybody, we have some new bikers should watch this. So if you guys are brand new riders, not as confident as you think you should be, let's watch some people make mistakes and we don't do them ourselves.
Right.
Wheels worldwide.
More focus and
Okay,
attention.
going a little fast.
The rider at the back is definitely focused.
That's kilometers per hour. Look at the license plate. Oh, somebody got hit.
Group requires a little more focus and attention. In this case, the rider at the back has definitely forgotten about it.
Oof. What do you think happened there? Write in the comments. I'm going to let you have that one. Let's go take a look. See strike. Come up to here. We have somebody pulling out. They saw last second. We have somebody right there. Good job with the braking. But remember, guys, let's wear some full gear. Let's wear full gear. So we see the vehicle right there turning a little bit. Hands are on the handlebars. There's the squeeze. There's the weight transfer. So doing a good job with progressive braking, handling it, right? Doing the best we possibly can. But if we wouldn't be able to stop in time, what can we do? We can swerve. If we crash, because that happens, right? Car accidents happen no matter what. You know, you just don't witness them. We're seeing a lot of stuff happen here with motorcycle accidents. But as a firefighter, I'd see car accidents all the time. You might see a car accident. You know, write in the comments, when was the last time you saw an actual car accident? When was the last time you drove past an actual car accident? Like, when was the last time? Does it happen all the time? As a firefighter, we'd have about 3 or 4 a day, and we'd have to work on that. And we were watching crashes here and close calls here. This isn't indicative of what happens all the time, but it does happen. And if that's the case, we need to start wearing personal protective equipment. We got to start acquiring some of that stuff, wearing full gear. And we're not wearing full gear. You can see him right there. He's just wearing a t-shirt and a helmet. Squeezing the brake, and we look down. We got to look back up. Once we do that, look forward. We don't know if anybody's coming out. We have the next set of hurdles and situation we have to deal with.
What you can notice here is me coming up behind this car. I slowed down. I was going to go to the right-hand side because I saw them slowing down. So I was like,
okay,
I'll just go into the bike lane. No, they actually pulled far enough right that they blocked the bike lane completely. I noticed this far enough back that I started to slowly float over in.
Very good.
The actual left part, like almost to the center part of the lane. And as you can see,
oh, he's doing a wide U-turn.
I can see them turning, noticing that they're not paying attention.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Yep.
And I keep yelling, and then boom. I basically got hit in the other side of the road. Luckily, there wasn't a car coming the other direction.
What was he riding? God damn it, was he riding a Was he riding a motorcycle or an e-bike? I mean, he did say he was gonna go, hey, premises 187, how you doing? He said he was gonna go into the bike lane. I'm assuming as a way to escape. But I have a feeling he might have been riding an e-bike. I was gonna say it looks like an e-bike. So he was able to switch into that lane. So this person doing this wide turn, not seeing it. So whenever I see somebody do something uncommon in a common situation, right? So this is uncommon. Why are we in the bike lane? What's going on? What is this car doing? I don't get it. I don't get it. We just talked about that in how to have confidence riding solo, is trusting your gut. Trust your gut. If your gut tells you like this isn't right, slow it down, maintain space. Maintain space, create a boundary, create a barrier for yourself. And that space cushion is that boundary and barrier, okay? So we don't know what's going on. Wait for them to make decisions. I've seen people do wide U-turns before. It's very difficult to capture it on camera and with a crash.
They blocked the bike lane completely. I noticed this far enough back that I started to slowly float over into.
Yeah, and that's perfectly fine. So it's a great after-action review. But remember, on e-bikes, they don't have the best brakes. So when it comes to braking, we have an issue. But they're great with swerving. So if you see somebody pulling out, like doing that, doing the U-turn, maybe you have to swerve back to that bike lane while trying to brake. It's overall a terrible situation, but he did a great job.
The
driver is absolutely at fault.
The center part of the lane. And as you can see here,
that's one of the hazards with riding an e-bike on the road. And this is why, I mean, Tucson has an amazing loop, amazing, basically bicycle roads all over town. That's where I just stick. I stick to that. I understand not a lot of people have that. But if you want to watch me do that stuff on my Instagram, DanDanTheFireman, I post about my e-bikes all the time. Have a great time with the Super 73s. You guys get to see all that stuff, but this is one of the big hazards when it comes to the road. So on the road, I ride the motorcycle, and then e-bikes on that little
slowly floating because I can see them turning.
Because I want to have better brakes. I want to have better options than just what an e-bike can do.
Whoa.
He got hit in the
I love that.
Yelling.
I want to see what his hand looked like.
And boom. I basically got
Like, what's that on his hand?
hit
What is that?
in the other side of the road.
Looks like he's got gear, though.
Wasn't
Damn it, are you kidding me?
Yeah, sucks. All right, let's move on. Premises 187, how you doing, man? Okay, got a cyclist. Uh-oh. I love that. Yeah, real close. Oh, we got a little tip to tap. London City. Come on, dude. You're making firefighters look bad here. Sprocket head.
Example demonstrating how
Sharp left turns, chevrons indicating that.
when there is a lack
It's a
of
great looking road, but we're going pretty fast. We're going 70.
Fortunately, in this case, it ended
We're turning left. Watch out for anybody else behind us. There it is. Not everybody's a part of the situation. I think we've seen this one before. A little bit old. High mechanism. Very high mechanism. This is why we talk on our Cardos. Link in description. I believe it's 20% off. It is an affiliate link. I get commission, so I thank everybody that does buy anything with that link. Oh, he's limping a little bit,
You all right, man?
so it's time to rescue. See if there's any bleeding, because I think that when he hit that wood, hopefully he doesn't get any splinters in his body. By splinters, I mean just impaled. Okay, so in these situations, we're going 70. Let's take a quick look at this. This is why we talk on our car. Like I said, talk on our Cardos. You use the dynamic mesh system. I think with the Edge, you can have 15 people. It's so much easier. Communication is so important. You're not having to do hand signals, any of that stuff. I know this is kind of like an advertisement for it. Like I said, it's an affiliate. But this is why I use Cardo. This is why I use Bluetooth systems. So you have a sign right there indicating a lot of sharp stuff. We're gonna go about 70 miles per 69. Nice. About 70 miles per hour.
how spectacular
And we could be talking. We're 77.
in a group can act
80
when
now.
there is a lack of proper
So the person up front can say, hey, we're turning left. And so everybody hears it. Instead of the person in the very back witnessing, oh crap, I need to slow down or dodge the people in front of me because I had no idea we're turning. So this is why having that system is like, hey, we're turning here. We're turning left. So, or you could say turning left, everyone slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down.
focus.
That gives people options.
Fortunately, in this
Versus right here, it's like, okay, now I got to slow down. Person behind him is like, oh, what's going on?
it ended only with a valuable lesson.
Yeah, it could have prevented that. Could have prevented that. Just with communication. Now, obviously, you could have prevented it by riding your own ride. You could have prevented it by having, the route on your phone. You can prevent this by, just not speeding. Like, there's so many different ways to prevent it. But one thing that really helps out is that communication. Really does. What's going on here? Look at the road surface. Pretty terrible. Whoa! Whoa! One sec. Let's take a look at that. So we're coming up to here. It's a single lane. Single lane. We're in the left lane now. Dude, look how close that is. We're in the same lane. We got pushed out. Good job moving over. Hey, it's your video. Bilge Wiki's in the chat right now. So let's watch. I'll do an after action on it, buddy.
I got a camera on
You got it on camera. Go ahead and write in the chat a little bit more if you want. I'll read that off.
I'm not trying to be a man, but if you don't know how to ride it, be careful, man.
I've been doing this like 6 years. This is my second sport bike. I had a Z1000.
I'm not trying.
Oh, but you passed me on the left. I have a video. I'll record the whole thing.
I'm not trying to
and
be a
you
jerk.
pushed me on the left. So don't.
Oh, I was just trying to get around you. I wasn't trying to be.
I'm going right.
I wasn't trying to be.
I'm going to go straight. You
It
came on
seemed
my
like-
left.
Hey, I wasn't
Okay.
trying to.
I'm going that way. I'm
I was
fine.
just trying to get around you, and you gunned.
On the left.
Yeah, because there's two lanes right here.
I was in the left lane.
Well, it looked like you were going in the right. I wasn't trying to offend
It's
you.
okay. That's why I gunned it, and then I want to go this
Hey,
way.
we're
now.
good. We're good. I wasn't trying to offend you.
I know.
I was trying to get around you.
I know it's Texas people,
Yeah.
But I was on the left, and I don't want to block traffic. I had to get out of there because I don't have anything around me.
Hey, no, I just want to make sure you didn't think. I was trying to get around you, I thought. And it looked like you were trying to take the right.
No, I have the whole lane, so like I'm on the far right of the lane because there's a left turn. I'm not taking a left, I was going straight.
Yeah, you're good, man. Hey, I'm not trying to piss you off.
All right.
So terrible communication from that driver. You did great, Bilge. You did great. Is it Bilge, Wiki? Either way, you did great. So this guy is probably, I've seen in the chat, he sounds a little bit slurred. I get that. I could see that. It could be a diabetic issue, but more than likely it's going to be probably some drinking. So that right there. Yeah. So let's go ahead and talk real quick about, empathy and teaching and mentoring. But the big thing here is not about teaching and mentoring. It's more so understanding different perspectives. And this is Unit 6. Unit 6 just launched. It's all about active listening. In fact, let's go ahead and bring up active listening. So building trust. There you go. So nothing during this whole time was this guy listening to you, Bilge. At no point. And this is almost like that toxic kindness, or not kindness, toxic niceness of what a typical person can do. So right here, he's coming off like, I'm going to dominate you. He's like right in your face. He didn't have to do any of this stuff. And the way he started, I'm sorry, I'm just picking apart the conversation. I don't like it.
I'm not trying to be a man, but if you don't know how to ride it, be careful, man.
I'm not trying to be a dick, but if you don't know how to ride it, be careful. Like already, I'm defensive. Already, it's like, oh, buddy, okay. I'm thinking like of stuff I want to say, but I'm not. I'm like, okay, interesting. I hear your perspective. I don't agree with that at all.
I've been doing this like 6 years.
Yeah, so I've been doing it for 6 years. I'm thinking he's thinking that you, Bilge, was just gonna like cave and be like, oh, dude, I'm so sorry.
This is my second sport bike. I had a Z1000.
I'm not trying to.
Oh, but you passed me on the left. I have a video.
So now it's like, you're doing great, Bilge. Let's bring it back to what really happened here. I was in the lane and you tried to pass me within my lane. Don't try to turn this on me saying that I don't know how to ride. And like trying to do a closed-ended statement of like, if you don't know how to ride, don't ride. It's like bullshit. It's 6 years, second sport bike. No, you didn't let him cross your boundary and gaslight you, basically. That was really good. It's like, no, buddy, I know how to ride. I know what happened. I have it on camera. This is what happened. Don't try to, no. Who's trying to gaslight you, dude? You did a great job.
I'll record the whole thing.
I'm not trying to.
And you pushed me on the left.
I'm not trying to embarrass.
So don't.
I was just trying to get around you. I wasn't trying to.
And now it's like, oh, I was just trying to get around you. Now that's where it's coming out.
I'm going right.
I wasn't trying to.
I'm going to go straight. You came on my left.
Hey, I wasn't trying to.
I'm going that way.
I was just trying to get around you and you gunned.
So now it's like, I'm trying to get around it and you gunned it. So Bilge, you said you were nervous. You had a concealed weapon on you. I just want to go. I thought de-escalated and I didn't let my ego or emotion get involved. And that's one of those things that if you have training with a firearm or if you have any kind of basically power, you could be dangerous, basically. You choose not to for the most part because it's like, what can happen. And so it's really good to have that training. So very good, man. But yeah, this guy, he's like now trying to continuously trying to gaslight you because he made a mistake. He doesn't want to take accountability for anything. He's just coming at you for it.
On the left.
And a purple belt, nice.
Yeah, because there's 2 lanes right here.
I was in the left lane.
Well, it looked like you were going in the right.
Yeah. So let's go back. How did it start? He told you, Bilge, that if you don't know how to ride, you shouldn't ride. And now we're kind of coming full circle here, with evidence and with actual, what's going on in this world, not trying to be gaslit into some kind of unaccountable type thing and no integrity here. Now it's all of a sudden, it's like, oh, well, I thought you were going to do this. That's extremely narcissistic. That's definitely a narcissistic trait of, word salad, gaslighting, changing up the reality of things to where they never have to take accountability. It's like, well, I thought you were now. It's like, come on, dude.
I wasn't trying to offend you.
It's okay. That's why I gunned it.
I wasn't trying to offend you. It's like, dude, you're not offending me. You're an idiot. You're not offending me. You're the one that made the mistake. I'm not the one getting off my bike, hitting your mirror, coming up to your window, whatever it is. You got out of your car at an or a truck at an intersection after you caused an issue to come to me to tell me I don't know how to ride and that I shouldn't ride if I didn't know how to ride. You see what I mean? No freaking accountability.
And then I want to go this way.
Hey, we're
now.
good. We're good. I wasn't trying to offend you.
I know.
I was trying to get around you.
I know it's tech.
You did good, man. You did good. This guy's a tool. This guy's an idiot.
People, you know.
Yeah.
But
No.
I was on the left, and I don't want to block.
You don't have to explain. I get why you are, but you don't have
I
to.
don't have anything around.
Hey, no. I just want to make sure you didn't think. I was trying to get around you. I thought,
Dude, you don't even know what you're talking about. All right.
and it looked like you were trying to take the ride.
No, I have the.
In order for you to offend me, I have to first care about what you think.
I was going straight.
Yeah, you're good, man. Hey, I'm not trying to piss you off.
All right.
See, like when people are like, "Oh no, you're good," I'm saying you're good. Like the guy's like telling you, "Bill, you're good." It's like, dude, I don't care if you think I'm good or not. You could think I'm the worst driver in the world. You could hate me. I don't care. I already know you did wrong. Like don't try to like control the situation by saying, "Okay, everything's good because you said it's good." It's like, no, everything's been good because I did what I was supposed to do. He's never gonna figure it out though. He's never gonna figure it out. He's an adult.